Okay.
Hello Space Watchers, and welcome to the first day of the IAC here in Milan, and I have the pleasure to be here with the director of EUSPA, Rodrigo da Costa. Rodrigo, how are you doing?
Very good, thank you. It's a pleasure to be in Milan.
Absolutely, it's my hometown, so it's a pleasure to host you, and we just attended a very interesting press briefing with Rodrigo, and the title of this session was How Users Are at the Center of the EU Space Program to Build Its Future. And I was very curious about one of your comments, Rodrigo, about how this is a very key year for space development. How come?
It is a very key year. I mean, we have already a number of very important achievements this year. Right in the beginning of the year, we published a new edition of our market report, where we are looking at all the users that are using Earth observation data, satellite navigation data, how industries, companies, economic sectors are already benefiting from this data and can benefit more in the future. Then afterwards, in spring, we declared the EGNOS Maritime service, which can actually be a game changer for this very important sector. So we are seeing increased adoption. We have announced a number of new receivers for new services, so uptake also of the high accuracy of Galileo, the capability on navigation message authentication, so really a lot going on in 2024.
And you also mentioned the difference between the traditional space market and new emerging markets. And I have a curiosity. I was wondering, from your report, from EUSPA analysis, you can see some trends, some emerging market that is growing faster and is actually using space data, taking more advantages from your services.
Absolutely. So we have a number of markets, of user markets that have been there since a while and are accompanying us in this journey since a long time. For example, everything that is related to transport, in particular road transport, maritime as well, also with some growth potential. So these are the sectors that are the big users of space data, space services. But there are others, we look at them in the report, that are actually on the growth side. For example, insurance and finance. Insurance and finance, a sector that a couple of years ago did not use much of this type of data and services. Now they are starting, and we've heard it earlier today, and there is potential for this market to become one of the biggest ones. Also the energy sector, for example. And in the energy sector, there is wind energy, there is hydro energy, there's solar energy. Also there, quite a lot of potential for growth.
So many applications in every day of our life. But because this is centered on the end users, and I know that during this panel you invited end users to explain you what they need. I was wondering if you see some trends, if there are still points that we are not hitting the target, if there are still room for improvement somehow.
There is always room for improvement, and this is really the logic. I mean, the reason why we are also during this user consultation platform is to continuously understand what are the user needs. The user needs of yesterday are not the user needs of today, and will not be the user needs of tomorrow. This dialogue is continuous. It's a circle. We want to make it a virtuous circle, but it's something that is continuously ongoing. So we are continuously understanding what is that the user are needing today, what will they use tomorrow, so that we can update our services, we can continue building up Galileo, EGNOS, Copernicus, etc.
Do you have any examples that you notice that between do you perceive some points that you know that needs to be improved?
I mean, certainly also from the past, we've heard in the past users that they wanted to have an authentication service to answer some type of some of the needs. We have developed it, we are now testing it, we will bring it to the market. Certainly looking to the future, there are things like, for example, more accuracy, but also more reliability. If you have sectors that are counting on this data, the reliability of this data is fundamental. So also an area for continuous improvement. And very important, it always comes again and again, is simplified access. Users want to have a simple access, and also on this we are working.
We need to work on that, because it's true, if you don't make it simple, the end users won't use it. Absolutely. Thank you so much, Rodrigo. It was a pleasure to interview you, and I wish you a fantastic ISC for the next 5 days in Milan. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
And SpaceWatch out.